Hi everyone, it's Nancy here and I'm back with a layout share for you. These are a variety of layouts that I have made over the past 2.5 weeks. As you know, I've not been very well. I have managed to get to a couple of crops, but I've not been overly productive just because, yeah, my brain's not kind of really been with it. Medication's kind of taken out of me a bit, so I'm a little bit avoid the fairies at some points. So I just wanted to come and share with you the layouts that I've made. I will be photographing these and adding these to the gallery on my website, which I'll leave the link below. I'm sorry about the glare, I'm also filming somewhere different as well, so I apologise, the lighting is not as good. This one is called Time for the Selfies, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that recently at work we had a 80s themed barbecue. To say that I kind of overdressed was a little bit of an understatement, but I made everyone take a selfie with me. I'm known at work for my selfies, so everyone, oh, I'm really sorry about that. Everyone I work with had to take a selfie with me. And then I just used this piece of paper from the Alison Creft Captured Life, and I'd seen people cut this apart and things like that, and I knew that I had these 10 photos that I wanted to cluster on here, and these were just collaged up with the pic frame app on my phone, and then I printed them out on 4x6, and I've just used a mixture of pieces. There's the Amy Tangerine sticker books here, I think that was from the Yes Please. I found some glitter paper up, so I made some glitter. I've got a gold doily. This drink up bit was from the Fresh Cut collection from Basic Grey, and then I've got some homemade enamel dots that Sharon sent me, and also some of the flair that she made as well. And I kind of went very picture themed with this because, of course, you know, everyone was just like, oh my goodness, we got to take a picture with you, and I'm like, yep, it's the law. So I've just used, I didn't actually use many cameras on. I was going to go really camera heavy with this one, but I didn't, so I've just added a little camera here. And part of me still wants to kind of mount this, I wanted to mount this layout on another piece of paper, maybe this teal, but because I'd got like the 10 photos to fit on here, I'd gone right up to the edge. When I kind of decided that, there was nothing for me to cut off, so yeah, that was slightly annoying, but I really like this layout, and I am just going to do some journaling on here as well. As you know, I journal after the event, once I've got a whole stack of layouts. This layout is from the same event, and I've had this piece of paper, it's a Tim and Beck piece of paper from an old Studio Calico kit, and I actually have 2 or 3 bits of this paper. Basically, I loved it so much I didn't want to use it, and then I got one of their grab bags, and they were doing their grab bags near Christmas, and I got another sheet of it, and I love it. It's got a lot of this kind of stuff pre-printed, so here there's kind of like a little, I don't know, kind of like a little witchy legs kind of almost, and that kind of thought, okay, this is dress up. There was like these little clusters here. I have then added to the clusters, and then I've kind of made my main kind of cluster down here. It is kind of quite busy. I've just chucked loads on, but I thought this paper could really take it. I also used a variety of mists on the background. I've got the Coral Colour Shine, the Rain Beetle from Crafty Notions, and then the gold Heidi Swap. So you can see there's a lovely, I do apologise for the glare on the photos. This is me in all my glory with my very large wig on. Again, I've used some of the homemade flair that Sharon made me. This star and these bits here are actually from the 9 to 5 collection, which was October afternoon. These little vellum piece, not vellum, acetate pieces here are from either Heidi Swap or the Fresh Cut collection. And I've really just kind of mixed it up here and like just kind of went a bit crazy. Again, I've used a little bit of that glitter paper, and then I've used some of those wood sequins. I also did stamp in the background here. Let me just grab it. My lovely friend Emma brought me a stamp for my birthday, which is so cute. It looks like a little camera, actually looks like a camera, and then it stamps a camera. If I show you, this is the packaging that came with it. That shows you like the little camera design. So I just used my wet cement ink from Hero Arts and just stamped that in kind of different places because I just wanted to add some more kind of interest into the background. I then added some little vellum pieces, not vellum, why do I keep calling it vellum? Transparency pieces. There is kind of like lines here, so I was thinking I could do my kind of journaling around this cluster. But I really love this piece of paper and I'm so glad I got it used. There's bits of doily in here as well. This is one of the Valentine's collection from Alison Creft cards, and the title is Did Someone Say Dress Up? Because as I said, I never knowingly underdress for an occasion, and yeah, I certainly overdressed on this occasion, but it was a really good night, and even though the majority of my colleagues had gone home by about 6 o'clock, and me and another colleague sat outside till about 10, half 10, just gossiping and putting the words right. So yeah, I'm just going to journal on here about that, but I'm really happy that I have actually got this used up. I love this paper. I probably will just keep the other bit in my stash of paper that to just get out and stroke every so often. Next up is this layout. Again, I really apologise for the awful glare. I do only have like an overhead fluorescent light. And again, I've made some kits up to help me get through my huge stash of paper, and so I've pulled a load of kits together and it's made me kind of revisit some older bits of paper. This is an old bit of Amy Tangerine. I bought 2 or 3 pieces of this paper, loved it, and it's just kind of been sitting there. So I love how this layout turned out. I did spray in the background with the Dylusions Fuchsia and the Bubblegum. Here you can actually see the difference between the two. So this is the Fuchsia and this is the Bubblegum. And the Bubblegum is my newer out of the 2 pinks, and I really do love that. This is the one I was telling you about previously, where I didn't have my heat gun and I had to like just sit. I was at a crop and I just had to kind of sit there for like 25 minutes. I mean, I was doing other stuff and I was starting to work on clusters and cutting bits out, but yeah, I just had to wait forever for it to dry, which is really irritating. But anyway, so this one I went really kind of heavy on the clustering. There is butterflies on this layout. There is 3 butterflies, and I almost, if I just bring it up here so you can see, I almost let myself get away with it because this is the front of my parents' house, and my dad is renowned for his hanging baskets that he does outside the house, and how ridiculously huge they get, and he's been doing it ever since I was a child. There's like many photos of the front of the house with ridiculous amounts of huge hanger baskets on, and my mum works from home, so she has people called to the house. My mum is a dressmaker, and so she has people come to the house, so it gets to kind of this time of year and we have to put a little sign up on the door saying bell this way, because you can't actually see the doorbell because it's behind the huge hanging basket, hence why the title for this layout is Hunt for the Bell. And I really love how this comes together. I really love this bright colour combination of the bright green and the pink, and I actually got quite a few bits of older stash used up on this layout. Of course, I've got a green doily on here. These green buttons have been in my stash forever. These were kind of left over. These, I think these are the Ginny Bean Soup wood nickels. I had those 2 left over. This is a really old American Crafts flare that I've had for at least 3 or 4 years. And then I've used up some little odds and sods of die cuts from the Fresh Cut collection. I've got Amy Tangerine stickers on here. I've got Heidi Swap stickers. I said this is from the Capture Life one that came in the Scraptastic kit. This is from the Fresh Cut collection. I've got some little gems. Again, I've got some Neapolitan frames on here as well. And I've used some little Tim Holtz word stickers as well. So there is a lot of detail on here and a lot of older stash. And I'm being really good and trying to stick to the kits that I've made up to try and get through this paper. These are those lovely Fancy Pants alphas. They are the flat ones. These are the Heidi Swap little alphas that came in the Scraptastic kit. And these are just some glitter ones that I got from Hey Little Magpie. And yeah, I really love how this has all come together. I have then used punches of black throughout it because these pieces are from the Highline collection, and so they had like a black element in it. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really love it, and so I am just going to do a little bit of journaling. I'm also thinking this would be really good if I could find some other pictures of like the hanging baskets over the years, and maybe do some layouts with that. But yeah, I'm really happy with that, and even though this has butterflies on, I can cope because this is kind of naturey themed, so I can cope with that one. So that's that layout. The next layout I've got here is just using a piece of basic grey Studio Calico paper. Again, it was a piece I pulled into one of the kits I made as just a more of a neutral element. And I went kind of with a coral kind of theme. I was saying how I hadn't done so much coralish kind of layouts, but I had quite a lot of bits in my stash. And these are just 2 Instagram photos of me ready to go for my gym induction and then my new gym bag. You know, if people follow me on Instagram will know that I've recently started going to the gym. And, you know, of course it was an excuse to buy new trainers and a new gym bag. And so all I did, this is quite a simple layout. I did do some background stamping. I went through the Old Darling vellum pieces that we got on a Scraptastic kit. I pulled out a big doily here. This again is from the Old Darling. This is the Old Darling. This is so there's lots of kind of different bits. I've got some Amy Tan stickers here. This is a piece of Ellie Studio, and then I've got these little bits here, and the photos are in them as well are from the Fancy Pants Meology collection. And also this photo is just mounted on a transparency, and that says Ladylike Photo Ink. So again, just class that up. I've used my favourite October afternoon stickers, and the title of this is The Tentative First Steps of a Gym Bunny. Because of course I'm going to do many layouts about me being at the gym, because you know that's just who I am. These little people here, I don't know if you can see that there. There's then like a little lady in a swimsuit there. And then in the bottom corner there is a little cluster there. These were on one of the papers from the Meology collection, and I wasn't really sure how I was going to use them because they're kind of quite vintagey little images, and I didn't really know how or if I was going to use them. But actually I really like them on this layout because it's kind of about me kind of going to the gym. The gym I also go to, it's like a health club, but it's also a spa, so you know I get to go and hang out in the sauna and jacuzzi and stuff like that as well, which is, you know, a perk and makes me maybe go a little bit more often. So I've left a little spot here for some journaling as well. I could also journal down here. Again, I've cut out these little quotes that were from the Fancy Pants Meology collection again. And I really like how this all came together. It was kind of quite a quick layout to come together. I did just mist in the background with some orange, the orange soda, is it? Well, no, whatever that, the orange dilutions, just to take in the colour from my new gym bag. But I really like how this came out, and this little flare said this happened, and I've just dated it, and then I've put some little enamel dots around as well. So that was quite a quick layout, but I'm glad I kind of found a use for these little women, little figure things. So that's good. And then the last couple of layouts are to go in my American album. I have nearly finished it, and my kind of aim over the next few days is to actually get the album out, flick through it, see what stories are missing. I do have a stack of photos that could possibly still be made into pages, but I think a lot of them are just going to end up being put into the Project Life sort of page, you know, the divided page protectors. I knew that I wanted to scrap this photo on a page by itself. I've talked about it previously. This was the time I saw an actual tumbleweed actually tumbling. I think I probably spoke about this. Excuse me, the phone's just going. Hi guys, sorry the video jumped there a little bit. The phone went, so I had to answer that. This is one that's going to be going in my American album, as I've said, and it was about the tumbleweed that I was very excited to see. And this was at the same rest stop where we were trying to get fuel when we couldn't get the fuel cap open and all that. So that is in a previous layout. I had this collection, which is from Chili Bean Soup. I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. Happy Camper stew, that was what it was called. And I got the die cut pack mainly because it had flamingos in it. But it also had like this, you know, this nice car and stuff, and all these like different labels. I did get the sticker sheets, which I actually just have them here. I did get the sticker sheets as well, so I've been trying to kind of use those. And I've titled this The Road Trip Starring the Lone Tumbleweed, because I was so excited that I saw an actual tumbleweed and it was tumbling. It was very exciting. And really this is, I sprayed the background with the grey Dilutions. Didn't really go very well on this paper, to be honest, but it kind of made me somewhere to, you know, to cluster my photo. And then I just set about cutting out different bits and pieces. There's like a Polaroid frame here. I then got a doily. I then cut out some other little labels that were around. I've used this, one of my favourite thickers, which is the rubber sort of Amy Tangerine ones. Again, this smaller font is from that sticker sheet as well. And then I've just labelled up all these kind of banners as well. This little piece is from Ellie Studio. This card was originally together in one piece, and that is from the Valentine's collection, Sprinkled with Love. And so I just put that on there, and then I've just, you know, picked up this compass and popped that up on some pop dots. I've then, you know, used these really kind of bright gems as well to sort of jazz it up a little bit. This was, you know, again, it wasn't, you know, as quick as the layouts I have been doing, as I said, because I think I've got out of practice a little bit. But it's quite a nice, quick layout to put together, and I really liked, you know, I liked how it worked, and, you know, with this kind of the background paper worked well with the colours in the photo, and then that turquoise really made everything pop. So I'm really happy with how this turned out, and again I will just do some journaling about the amazing tumbleweed. I don't know, they're amazing to me. Me and my boyfriend did laugh about putting it in a bag and bringing it home with us. This is then the final layout I've got to show you, and as I said to you, I've got quite a stack of photos still that I want to try and get in the album, and these ones were kind of all from various, not all on the same day or the same place, but I wanted to get them on a layout just because there's like different little stories to tell about all of them. And, you know, it's just things, you know, from being someone from the UK visiting America, you kind of, you know, you don't normally see, you know, as we call them, like the nodding donkeys, the oil things, and then there's like a sign for like a gun store, and then there's like kind of winding roads, and then there's like little antiques place, which is like this little red barn is like so what I think of as like traditional kind of Americana, but yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to include these 4 photos, and I'm just going to, again, journal a little bit about how excited we were to see some of these things. I used a lot of bits that I'd used on previous layouts, so I had a little bit of the Neapolitan collection left. That's that Polaroid sheet. I think I've used like 4 sheets that are up now, and I don't think there's any of that left. So I've just kind of clustered that to the top and bottom. You've seen me do this style of layout several times when I want to use 4 4x6 photos. I've again then used the stickers from the Happy Camper Stew, because it's all, you know, it's going to go to sort of the same part of the album. It's all about the road trip that we done. I've used some little wood veneers as well. I love this sticker from the Chili Bean Soup collection. It says, "Oh darling, let's be adventurers." I've just used again those little word stickers, and it's sights from the car window. And I'm really happy how this is, because, you know, it shows the photos, it will showcase them in the album, but yeah, it's not necessarily, I don't know, it kind of puts them in a context, like all of these together, and that they were taken when we were looking out the car window, things like that. So and I'm really happy that I think I've got literally probably like 3 of these left, and I love that Neapolitan collection. And it was Sandra, Oh Snap Gonzo, was talking about it on the podcast. If you haven't checked it, her and Lisa are doing a podcast called The Pink Camera. And she was talking about how she'd brought loads of Neapolitan collection and then not used it. It's really funny, I still have lots of it. Well, I don't have lots, I have lots of little bits left. And now they've brought out the Neapolitan Project Life cards as well, so you can, like, they're still kind of, you know, it still must be a love collection because they're still producing it in different formats. So I really like the little Polaroids, so I'm really happy I got them used up. So this was the layouts that I created. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 layouts altogether. I have been known to do that at 1 crop, not 2. This is like, you know, about 10 hours worth of cropping to do these. Normally I kind of could get these done in like about 5 hours at a crop, but as I said, I've just not really been 100% with it, and I think if you don't scrapbook regularly you kind of lose your mojo even a little bit. So I have struggled with that, but I am kind of getting back into it. I do have some, you know, time off now, so I'm going to spend a couple of days just doing some crafting and getting myself back in the mindset of doing that. So, as I said, I will photograph these and add them to the gallery on my website, so you can see close-up pictures, because I can upload them and add them on the end of here, but I think it's often easier if you want to see the whole image that you can just go to my website and then double click and it makes a larger image. And I'm more than happy for if you want to pin any layouts from my website to Pinterest or anything like that. I have no problem with that at all. So thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I will hopefully see you again soon with some process videos. Cheers, bye!